So let's go further. Next article, Alan Watt is an interview with him, and it's how you're being medically lobotomized. While EPA scientists and workers are calling for an end to water fluoridation, the government is doing everything in its power to continue and even increase the amount of toxic chemicals being added to the public water supplies. They got a little flyer you can print out here and give out. The problem is with this flyer is if you print it out, like, it's probably going to deplete your printer cartridge to nothing because it's yellow and black, and I mean, it's pure yellow and black, so it's not really, from a printer cartridge standpoint, very practical, but it is here. I did post it on here so that you can click on it, and even if it's something you forward to your friends. We're going to listen to that interview a little bit later, but this next article by Alan Watt, this next article is The Truth About Fluoride and What Every Parent Should Know. This is by A. True Ott. This is actually from the year 2000. First of all, it needs to be stated that the substance referred to as fluoride is a misnomer. There is no such substance listed in the periodic chart of elements, nor in the prestigious CRC handbook, nor in the sacred Bible of the pharmaceutical industry, the illustrious Merck manual. Instead, we find a GAS called fluorine. And from the use of this gas in various industries such as aluminum manufacturing and nuclear in the nuclear industry, certain toxic byproducts are actually created which have captured fluorine molecules. One such toxic poisonous byproduct is sodium fluoride, which is a toxic byproduct of the nuclear and aluminum industry. That's what sodium fluoride is. There's nothing natural about it. There's nothing good in this thing. It's a toxic byproduct. And we're going to look at this extensively. Sodium fluoride, which according to the Merck Index is primarily used as a rat and cockroach poison and is also the most active ingredient in most toothpaste, such as an additive and also an additive in drinking water. Hey, I mean, why not? I mean, we're going to use it to kill cockroaches and rat poison. It's the main ingredient. Logically enough, let's put it in the toothpaste in the water supply. I mean, come on, guys. I mean, what do we... Let's all die. I mean, that's basically what they're saying. Let's have a big death party. I mean, you might as well just sit around the table and play Russian roulette. Okay, so we go further. Let's see here. Fluoride was used by the Nazis also to sterilize inmates and make them docile. Remember, Alex just mentioned that. So, what's not to like? But sadly, there's more to this sordid tale. Did you know that sodium fluoride is also one of the basic ingredients in both Prozac and sarin nerve gas? Yes, folks, the same sarin nerve gas that the terrorists released on the crowded Japanese subway train. Let me repeat, the truth the American public needs to understand is the fact that sodium fluoride is nothing more or less than a hazardous waste byproduct of the nuclear and aluminum industries. In addition to being the primary ingredient in rat and cockroach poisons, it is also the main ingredient in anesthetic, hypnotic, and psychiatric drugs, as well as military nerve gas. Why, then, is it allowed to be added into toothpaste and the drinking water of American people? Now, again, I went up on the internet and I found a picture of a toothpaste tube, and you can look on any toothpaste tube you have and see the same exact picture where it says, warning, keep out of reach of children under a certain amount of age. If more than used for brushing is accidentally swallowed, get medical attention or contact Poison Control Center right away. I'm reading it right off the tooth, and this is Procter & Gamble, Satan himself, essentially Procter & Gamble, it's off Crest toothpaste. But it's on all of them. Do you realize the mouth is the most, of all the parts of your body, the mouth has a higher absorption rate than any other area of the body. This is why, like when I recommend the colloidal silver or certain things that you take, like the EDTA chelation, I recommend holding it in your mouth from anywhere from 2 to 4 minutes to get maximal absorption. Why? Because those things are getting straight into the bloodstream. Well, when you brush, make sure you brush good, so you'll have maximum amount of sodium fluoride penetrating into the sublingual mucous membranes, the buccal membranes, and all the other things, and you'll get it in the bloodstream. It goes straight into the brain, essentially, which again burns out your lower brain lobes, which is your will to resist. Now, considering what we just covered, doesn't that kind of make sense why they'd want to do that to us? Take our brains out. Give us cancer. Give us bone softening diseases, because we're going to see. Now, this is funny. I went up and I looked up some things about sodium fluoride, and I found these wonderful advertisements from days gone by. This is one from Sweeney's sodium fluoride, insecticide, effective against cockroaches, water bugs, lice on poultry. Do you want this in your water supply? It says, if not, protest to your counselor and MP, however that means. If they ignore you, organize to oust them at the next elections. So see, people back in the 40s and the 50s knew about this. And this is, I'm showing everybody here the ad. It's a black and white ad from days gone by here. And they're, it's a real old-timey type of ad, but it's poison. And then it ends by saying, don't have fluoridation forced down your throat. Yeah, Sweeney sodium fluoride. See, they were trying to protest this way back when. Now here's another one. Here's Sweeney sodium fluoride. Kills roaches, crickets, water bugs, and silverfish. It's an actual label from one of their cans. Looks like it was 98 cents. I don't know how old the label is. But anyway, Sweeney Manufacturing Inc., Salisbury, Missouri. Historically, this substance was quite expensive for the world's premier chemical companies to dispose of. Not expensive to make, but to dispose of. But in the 1950s and 60s, Alcoa, the aluminum company that makes like aluminum cans and aluminum, and the entire aluminum industry, with a vast overabundance of this toxic waste of sodium fluoride, somehow sold the FDA and our government on the insane but highly profitable idea of buying this poison at a 20,000% markup and then injecting it into our water supply as well as into the nation's toothpastes and dental rinses. Because they know that's the best way to kill us. Put it in the toothpaste, put it in the water, get it in our body. Yes, that's right, folks. 20,000% markup. Consider also that when sodium fluoride is injected into our drinking water, its level is approximately 1 part per million. But since we only drink 1/2 of 1% of the total water supply, the hazardous chemical literally goes down the drain, and voila! The chemical industry not only has a free hazardous waste disposal system, but we have also paid them handsomely to do this for us. Independent scientific evidence over the past 50 years has shown that sodium fluoride shortens our lifespan, promotes various cancers and mental disturbances. Most importantly, it makes humans stupid, docile, and subservient, all in one neat little package. There is an increasing evidence that aluminum in the brain is a causative factor in Alzheimer's disease. Now they hide aluminum in everything nowadays. Just go to your place like McDonald's or fast food place and look at the salt packets. If you get them, it'll say sodium silicoaluminate. And what is it? They call it an anti-caking agent, meaning it keeps the salt flowing real nice. But it's got aluminum in there. They put it in pancake mix. You go look at a can of Bisquick. They put it in non-dairy creamer. They put it in waffles. It's almost impossible to avoid the stuff. This is why I said you got to read your labels, because if you don't read your labels, you really won't know. But they're hiding aluminum in all kind of things, and that's proven to cause Alzheimer's. Aluminum literally has a high affinity for the brain. It lays across what they call the synaptic clefts of the brain and causes a short-circuiting of the brain. The evidence points towards sodium fluoride's strong affinity